brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this New Year's Day matchup. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday night primetime.
Okay, 108.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go, Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And here's Taylor on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his 3rd season now, it's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a 2nd, 3rd reaction play and create downfield.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on, and it took a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because it'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 40 yards. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Taylor now to return it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals take over first and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they at one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook and show them something different? Either way, they want to repeat of their first drive.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Here's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals! Mitchell Wilcox from 40 yards out. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive. So we're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
One of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played all pretty well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and a gadget play gets him into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Allen. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead it's second down. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Off play action. Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, Cook. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen going to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Allen going to keep it again. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Now Allen. Quick toss to Knox. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play call.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were.
I need to shift.
They're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Mixing up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they'll...
Hunter.
15 for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 15-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe more down the other defense. We'll see. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 21-3 is your score after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. Yeah, it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He gets this with the boy. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a big pickup on the 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they've got it inside the 10 and the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Quick throw.
Oh,
and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points.
I don't know.
Keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room, but a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded at about the 28. Cincinnati score. Chris Evans, 72 yards. And the Bengals continue to pull away here this first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together.
What?
Really probably the most exciting 10 seconds.
I don't think it will go down.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the air, Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are going to be looking at a first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Now Allen again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And complete right side to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Allen. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
99 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Again, it's Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Burrow. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. Has some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the 24, Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Down inside the 10, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He coughed it up. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Ooh, with a juke.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Here we go. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 144 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster
touchdown. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. In the second quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Flush to his right. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have herded him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. But the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here we go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Burrow will throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
To the 27-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
All right, partner, what's going on here? Is it the nighttime for them? Is that what's giving them all the advantages?
Whatever the case is, the bounces, sometimes we talk about them going one way, they're going their way.
Yeah, the bounces, the tips, whatever, they're definitely going in their direction.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we
Can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen now on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Boy, 184 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now.
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals are pouring it on. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. To return is Taylor. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. A handoff to Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield now, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Now Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown. Mitchell Wilcox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And here come the Bills. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the